Guys, welcome to our website. I wanted to make a quick video to show you guys how to put a quick app, quick application, so we can proceed to provide terms for any loan that you guys might be interested in. The first thing you would need to do is go to request preliminary terms, and it's going to take you to this page, and you're going to see the video that I'm making right now up here. Okay, the first thing you need to know is that we encourage you guys to use the rule tool. You just click on this, and it's going to take you to our website where you can actually come in here and put your address, and it will show you if the property is rural or not. That's the first thing. If it's rural, we can't help you. Okay, after you do that, you don't want to move forward. If you're working with a broker, that means that you have a broker that's between you and us, then you have to put here yes, and then their info. If you're not working with a broker, don't put their info. And if you're a broker or you're working with one, then you select yes, and again, and you put the info. If you're a direct borrower from us, then you don't have to worry about that. The next thing it's going to ask you is what type of loan program you're doing. Let's say you're going to do a fix and flip. Okay. If it's a 30-year, then select 30-year. And then where are you in the process? Well, you either have identified a property or you have a property under contract. There's two questions. If you answer either or, the system will ask the questions that we need to be answered so we can provide terms for you. If you own the property because you are doing a 30-year loan, then the same thing. The system will change the questions. So go that. So let me say that you have a property under contract. Okay. In this case, let's say you saw our marketing email, and that's where you go. If you're not working with a broker, then it doesn't apply. Next, the next thing it's going to ask you is your name. Well, let's go with me, John Alvarez. Okay, my email info had Hard Money Capital Group. Phone number. This that just popped up is because sometimes the system will recognize you if you've done multiple loans, so we'll basically gather all this information and put it in for you, put in your code. Let's ignore that. 512-200-2928. Okay. Preferred communication. Well, I like everything via email. If there's a co-borrower, when you click on this, you see the bottom how it changes, so the system keeps learning. There's not a co-borrower, you don't need to do that. Okay. And then it's going to ask you if you own or rent your own property. Okay. And then email. It's going to ask you if you're a U.S. citizen, and then your average credit score. Okay. And the entity name. Well, in this case, it's us. An AIN number. I don't need that right now. Okay. And do you wish to furnish this? It's not about, we don't need that. Then you move forward. Okay, then the next thing is going to ask you if you're a U.S. citizen, yes or no. And then, if you have, declared bankruptcy, or you've done anything that's, done any collections, any of that, outstanding judgments against you. Okay. And then your experience, have you done any? If you've done any, then you put yes. You put how many years and how many flips you've done. Okay. If you have any ground up construction, the same thing. How many years and how many you've done. If you have any projects under contract, then how many. If you have any investment properties that you own, then you put here and how many. Okay. And then if you're a real estate investor, how many liquid assets that the borrower have? Let's say you have 50K. Okay. And then what is your investment strategy? Well, you're either going to be a fix and flip or commercial, residential, wholesaler. Let's say you're residential fix and flip. And then describe your overall. Well, here's where you go and put any information that we might need. You can go as put as much detail as is going to help us deal with this, and then you click next. Then the next thing is going to ask you about liquidity. Why do we want to know about liquidity? Because we want to know that you actually have the money to do this. So I'm just running up numbers here. Okay. Just put in some random numbers, and the system will calculate this for us and then move next. Okay. If you have a closing date, you can put it. If you don't have a closing date, that's fine. And then we need to know that it's an investment property, non-owner occupied. Okay, what kind of this is this going to be a purchase? Going to be a cash out? Rate on term? In this case, it's a purchase. And then, if you want to provide this, it's not important, but we just want to know. Okay, if it's where kind of prop how you bought it, and then term of the loan. Well, let's say you're doing a fix and flip, 12 months. Okay, this being cross-colorized. No. Rehab, yes, and you see every time you click, the system keeps. Okay, so let's say you bought the property for $250,000 is what you're buying it for. Okay, so the asset value might be $250,000, or it can be $275. And the ARV, let's say when you're done, it's going to be $400,000. Okay, no ground up construction. We'll deal with this. Rehab construction, let's say you're going to put another 50 grand on it. Okay. And then you don't have to worry about that. And then the property, let's say it's 123 Main Street. The property rented. If it's a 30-year loan, then you put yes. In this case, no. City, Austin. State, Texas. 2665. How many properties are you buying in this transaction? One. This when it's a 30-year loan, it's going to ask you what was the original budget for renovation, if any. Many of you have bought properties, and now you're transitioning from a 30-year bridge loan, fix and flip, to a 30-year loan. So that's where you put your information here. And then property characteristics. Let's say this is a single family home, and then in a 30-year loan, let's say you would have bought it for $250,000. Okay. Estimated property value, we already said it's $275. Nope, sorry, too many zeros. Little mistake here. 275. Okay. And don't worry about this. If this was a real property, Zillow we use Zillow, and it'll just provide a link for this. Okay. What is the condition of the property? Well, we want to know. You probably bought it. It's probably in fair condition. And much. If it's a 30-year loan, again, how much is the property owed? If, let's say you're buying it for $250, but it owes $150, then you will put $150. Okay. And then here, full name of the person that we can contact to provide access to us to send the appraiser. Well, we need their email and if there's a lockbox, phone number, and if we can provide access, you can provide access for us to do this. And then we click next. The next thing it's going to ask you is if there's a purchase, you have a purchase contract. If there's a wholesaler, then we want to know and how much is the wholesale fee. Okay. Yeah, if you're adding square footage, the same thing. They're going to be a second lien position. Okay. And if you intend to occupy the property, that's a no. We don't. And then you sign it. You just you tell us more information about the deal, and then you can put as much detail as you need for one. So you can be very specific here. Okay, and then it's going to ask you who's doing this app. Well, in this case, it's me. And then you're going to sign it. Okay? Very important step. Next. Now, the system has given you access to your document portal. We don't collect any documents via email. We want to protect. This is a mortgage loan. We want to protect your identity. We want to protect your banking information, your personal information, all that stuff. Here is where you will start to upload the documents. If you don't have any documents to upload, you just you just uh, go all the way to the end, uh, and then you just save and submit. Very important. If you don't save it and submit it, the system will think that you are just a bot, one of those bots that goes into the website and creates chaos, and it's not gonna come. That we're not never gonna see your application. Okay. If you want to start with the uploading the documents, that's very easy. All we need is the purchase contract. Once we send you a term sheet, uh, you can sign it, and it's going to be e-signable, and you can send it to us, and we'll upload it. Or no, once you sign it, we receive it. Don't worry about it. We receive it. We'll upload it ourselves. And then, if it's a 30-year, it's going to ask for lease agreements and everything that has to do with the entity. And then we don't request an exit strategy letter, but it helps us. It helps a lot because we want to know what are you going to do at the end after we give you the money and you have repaired, renovated your property. Okay, and then if you have done any closings before, this is where you will put your will qualify your experience level. If you said that you had 3 deals in the past 36 months or 5, you can upload them. You can upload them here. It's only 3 spots, but you can put more than 1 document. Okay, and then you save it and submit it. Once you save it and submit it, then the system alerts us that about can start working on it. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, here's our phone numbers. You can contact us. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.